Welcome back to the 99 Bitcoins YouTube channel. I'm your host Umar Khan, and today we have a market update for the crypto markets as crypto prices seem to be crashing. And the question is, are these dips going to continue, or are we going to see a recovery in price? We're seeing Bitcoin prices down to 101.5, a price we haven't seen in quite some time now. And the question is this a short-term price correction, or is crypto going in the wrong way? We're seeing right now crypto's trending. We're seeing Bitcoin's trending. We go to CoinMarketCap to get a live market update, and Bitcoin currently right around the 101 prices. And the question is, are we going to see this dip further, or are the bulls going to take control and make up for this loss? That's exactly what we're discussing in today's live stream. But before we continue the video, or the stream, I should say, I want to ask, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below so you don't miss a single update just like this. I've been covering a lot of things on the channel, both market updates as well as what's going on with the meme sector. So again, if that sounds interesting to you, do make sure you hit the subscribe button down below. And while you're at it, check out the partner for our channel, Best Wallet. Best Wallet is the best anonymous crypto wallet that lets you create an account without verification, ID, or KYC. Get the most secure and anonymous non-custodial crypto wallet today, available on Google Play and Apple App Store. So without any further ado, let's jump right in and take a look at what's going on. So it kind of started off with the market kind of shifting in the wrong direction this morning. When we saw the RSI dipping to 35, we lost 4 points in the matter of 15 to 20 minutes, which is absolutely insane. I mean, market sentiment always changes. We're always going to see shifts in market. But again, we saw something questionable happen earlier today. Then we also saw this as well. The crypto markets just lost 54 billion in 30 minutes. Top currencies like Bitcoin and Ethereum taking the lead in liquidation. Absolutely insane. We're seeing the crypto markets just lost 54 billion in 30 minutes. It's absolutely insane. Obviously, Bitcoin and Ethereum taking majority of the hit, then XRP and BNB following suit, and Solana, and then all the other meme coins causing a whole void of red. Okay, not a great day to start the market, right? But we could still seeing signs of recovery. We see Bitcoin fell below 105, currently at 101. The price of Bitcoin just fell 105, while Ethereum rolled back to 3,500 over the past 24 hours. Positions worth 1.37 billion have been liquidated. The Fear and Greed Index fell to 21, extreme fear, just earlier today. So are we going to continue on this bearish trend, or are we going to start seeing recovery? Well, if you're tuned in just a couple days ago, 2 days ago, we saw the deal between US and China, the trade deal. For the 1 year. Essentially, they were going to basically pause this tariff a situation, which is hopefully going to cause a bullish outlook in the market. What Trump and Xi, or I don't know how to pronounce it, Xi, the China president, agreed on tariffs, export controls. Okay, so essentially they decide on a 1 year deal where the tariffs would be paused on rare earth exports, and then also they agreed to buy a certain amount of produce and whatnot from America, which is a bullish deal. This should have recovered market sentiment, right? But unfortunately, the market actually went the other way, right? And this typically happens in the market. We're right now seeing the market crash, and I think it's not just isolated to crypto. I think the stock market will take a hit as well. We see crypto market crashes again as BTC falls below 105. This famous Wall Street crash indicator just flagged again. What does the Hindenburg omen mean? Looks like, and this was 10 hours ago, so it looks like this was kind of a early warning. Now, historically speaking, November is rather a bullish month for crypto, but unfortunately, same as October. October is supposed to be bullish as well. We haven't seen the way we would ideally want this to play out. Now, again, this is not saying that like the markets are dead, it's over from here. I still think we're going to see some price recovery. If anything, this is a phenomenal time to buy. I want to take the next couple minutes to just really talk about psychology here for a second and talk about market manipulation. Right now, the amount of institutional money in Bitcoin, Ethereum, and even Dogecoin right now is just unheard of, right? There's a lot of like smart money in crypto, Wall Street money in crypto right now, right? That being said, we're going to see a general floor in the price. Even right now, when we're really considering Bitcoin, right? Bitcoin price crashed, but it's still above 101, right? We haven't seen Bitcoin dip below the 100,000 mark, except for when Donald Trump and Elon Musk were going at it. That's when we saw Bitcoin hit 99. But once we hit 99, we can see a more or less like instant price recovery, right? It was right around, where was it? I think it was right around here, right? It was June. So during the summer, right? When Donald Trump and Musk are going at it. But we hit that price, and then we more or less in a couple weeks saw it spike to all-time high zones. If anything, guys, this is a signal from the gods above to take advantage and buy the dip. I don't want to sit here and be a moon boy and say it's all sunshine and rainbows. We're going to go instant recovery. But historically speaking, February specifically is the month for altcoins, right? We're leading up to that. But before we get to alt season, we do need to see price rallies for Bitcoin. We need to see euphoria in the market. And if all these things go correctly, that's when we're going to see some market pumps. And I'm still very bullish on Bitcoin and the broader crypto markets. Just last year alone, I was telling you, like, do you not believe in 10 years from now, we're going to see Bitcoin hit $1 million? Absolutely no brainer. Now we're talking about Bitcoin pumping, Bitcoin reaching $1 million. There's a crypto project on pre-sale right now, kind of related to Bitcoin. That's some crazy upside potential. Especially when markets are so volatile like this, people like to invest in pre-sale projects. Therefore, this is a pre-sale project I've been watching very closely, and this one is called Bitcoin Hyper. Bitcoin Hyper is the fastest layer 2 chain. Scalability and speed for Bitcoin are finally here. We see this official pre-sale website. They have raised over $25.7 million in pre-sale, and they raised this amount of money at a time where the markets have been so uncertain, which just goes to show that smart money and whales are continuing to buy into this one. Bitcoin Hyper finally unlocks fast and cheap Bitcoin transactions. This unleashes the true power of Bitcoin payments, meme coins, and dApps. What does this really mean? In actual, like, technical terms, they're bringing L2 technology to Bitcoin to make Bitcoin faster, cheaper, more effective. Right now, Bitcoin is a bit older. It's a bit clunky. It's not as fast as like Solana or Ethereum are. That's why we don't see a lot of building on Bitcoin. We don't see a lot of Bitcoin meme coins. We don't see a lot of projects built on Bitcoin, chains built on BTC. Now, Bitcoin Hyper wants to change that by bringing L2 tech to Bitcoin to bring Bitcoin to equal playing fields. They're using Solana virtual machines to really ramp up the transactions per second from what the low 400-500s to the thousands. So again, this is pretty cool technology they're bringing to Bitcoin, and then Hyper could be pretty solid. If you're interested in buying this pre-sale, you can buy from their website with card or crypto or Solana, and I'm leaving the website link in the description box below. Okay, but back to Bitcoin. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look. So Bitcoin just falls below 1.5 hodl. The market remains bullish. I'm not selling. We see buying Bitcoin under 0.1 million is the opportunity of a lifetime. Again, like I said, if in 10 years from now we're going to see Bitcoin reach $1 million, buying at the $100,000 zone is a phenomenal price entry point. Realistically speaking, Bitcoin prices slashed 30% right now, right? We already saw it just a couple weeks ago, gold prices falling, right? And a lot of people thought, okay, gold price falling. Finally, now we're going to rotate into Bitcoin. We haven't seen that shift just yet, but trust me, that shift is coming and people remain rather bullish, okay? 1 hour ago, browsing WebMD right now. Sell a kidney if you must, but keep the Bitcoin, right? So Sailor, just super bullish for Bitcoin, waiting for the Bitcoin recovery rally. A lot of people just really standing behind Bitcoin right now. Fact, Bitcoin can never go to zero. Adam Black placed an order to buy 21 million Bitcoin at 1 cent. Okay, so there you have it, right? We see 1.35 billion Bitcoin and crypto liquidation over the past 24 hours as Bitcoin falls below 103, closing top 10 liquidations of all-time territory. Okay, now here's another thing. Like I mentioned, I think as soon as we hit 100,000, if we even go that low, we're going to see a massive buy signals hit, and we're going to see a massive spike in price, right? Sometimes it's that 1 step back, 2 steps forward approach, especially when the world just continues to adopt crypto, right? Just in, we see a launch of full Bitcoin custody service in 2026. So again, phenomenal. Just in, Bitcoin will buy 800 Bitcoin worth 85 million after being dormant for a year. They are known for making 120 million in 3 trades between 2022 and 2024. Smart money sees the opportunity, and the question is, are you locked and loaded in yourself? Just in, between US and China, Treasury Secretary Bercent says US and China trade relationship are in a good place, so things are starting to look bullish. Okay, we get an update from Grant Cardone. Real estate mogul Grant Cardone says he's buying hundreds of Bitcoin on the dip. 1 million is easily attainable in the next 5 years, maybe sooner. I say 10. Grant says 5. I would take Grant's word over mine. Let's go ahead and hear what Mr. Cardone has to say himself. Let's play this thing.
200 pieces that day, and I bought 300 pieces the next week at 108. I bought it at 93,000, 105, 75. I bought a shitload at 75. I was given it at 500. I think my price prediction is more. I think we could get to 160 before the end of the year. And I think that $1 million is easily attainable in the next 5 years, maybe sooner.
5 years.
I could see it there at 3 years.
I don't think so.
Interesting.
I don't think Bitcoin's gonna jump up 10x in 5 years. I mean, it's possible, anything's possible, but next 10 years, growing stably and slowly, and that's how Bitcoin's gonna grow from here. Absolutely achievable. That's another thing to consider, guys. You got to watch out, right? A lot of KOLs in the space go crazy with their price predictions, saying whatever the hell they want. You got to understand, right? There's a different stability in the markets right now. The crypto markets are very different from previous cycles. This is both good and bad. It's obviously good because it stays long-term stable growth, right? That's what we want, right? The stock market doesn't just pump out of nowhere. It has a long-term stable growth, and I think we could see the same for Bitcoin as well. As we are growing and building, we're really in a building phase. It might feel like we're not early, but we're still massively early. The mass have not adopted to just yet. So $5 million, probably not. The next 10 years, absolutely possible. BlackRock launches a Bitcoin ETF in Australia. So again, they just continue buying. They continue accelerating adoption. So to fade it right now, it's just ridiculous. If anything, this is your flash sale. This is your Black Friday sale, your Boxing Day sale. Bitcoin prices dump another $100. Like, this is a time to be buying. I'm still hyper bullish. We see another post from Sailor. Sailor predicts Bitcoin to hit $1 million as a major bank adoption accelerates. Okay, so let's go ahead and play this as well. Because again, this is very crucial information, especially for those who are serious about investing in crypto for the long haul.
Then that has resulted in an avalanche of institutional adoption. And now you have companies like JP Morgan, right, and Bank of America and Wells Fargo and BNY Mellon and PNC Bank and Citi that are all announcing their support for this asset class. And if the trillion-dollar banks are willing to custody and they're willing to extend credit and they're willing to handle the asset class and they're willing to bank the crypto industry, that's really the necessary condition to 10x from here. Like, Bitcoin got to 100,000 without their help, but getting to 1 million requires the banks to bank the asset. And so the next 4-year period is really about banking Bitcoin and the support for digital assets in general by the major establishment of bankers in the United States. And everybody else in the world, right? You can imagine the bankers in Australia, Canada, Singapore, the Middle East, and Europe, Mexico, Southern, they all follow the U.S. banking standard. And so what you have is an avalanche or a sea change here, and the headwinds have become tailwinds.
Okay, so that's what.
As I saying, the mass adoption, right? It's just going to show more and more money continue to flow into BCC and assets, the crypto assets, the market, right? And again, these are not just randos just making some crazy price predictions without any knowledge or you know, any educated positioning. This is actual investors who have millions, close to billions invested, right? This is what they see long term. So for all the fear mongering, for everyone who's freaking out right now, the market's dipping, take advantage and buy the dip. This could be your once in a lifetime opportunity. We'll see Bitcoin's trending on X. We're seeing everyone's kind of like crumbling. Everything's just going to drop to zero. Everything's going to drop below 100,000. I will be shocked if Bitcoin goes below 99. I just don't think it's possible, right? Okay, Kramer just said he likes Bitcoin as a hedge. We're going to zero. This guy, we got to keep this guy out of the net, man. Got to cancel this guy. God, breaking news, someone just bought $86 million worth of Bitcoin by the dip 9 hours ago. So again, we're seeing selling, we're seeing buying. Could be a little bit market manipulation, but in a grand scheme of things, I think we're going to see some fantastic price recovery, and we're going to enter a fantastic zone in the space. And I'm just very bullish. I mean, we're seeing a lot of news, a lot of coverage, a lot of adoption. I don't know who he is, says Trump after pardoning crypto tycoon. Okay, definitely not. Even that was a nice signal, right? That we're starting to be more bullish on crypto, the pardon for CZ, right? The growth and the development of what's going on with Binance, right? It's just, we are in a massive place in the market, and this is a time to lock in. This is a time to pay attention. Now, in terms of quick market update, we're down nearly 4.5%. Fear and Green is at 27. We're at 21 earlier today. So again, a little recovery. RSI in the mid 35s or 35. I'm supposed to say mid 30s, but 35 after being 39 just a couple hours ago. We're seeing liquidation. We're seeing price jump in. I think we are in a fantastic shape and a position to be buying the dip. That's the thesis. That's the consensus for the stream right now. This is a fantastic time to be loading in and buying the dip. And I think it's literally only up from here. Right, genuinely. I'm not just saying this to pump my own bags. Obviously, you know what damage can we do as a year? Maybe we can, but I think there's some fantastic opportunity. Now, before we close the stream, there's 2 more pre-sale projects I really want to show and highlight because I've been covering these very closely. And again, when markets are like this, a lot of people do like buying into pre-sales because they face less volatility, and that is Maxi Doge and another project. Sorry, guys. And that's Maxi Doge. Maxi Doge is a Doge themed meme coin with the degen vibes, raising nearly $4 million in pre-sale. In 2 days and 9 hours, actually set to increase their price. So if you want to buy the lowest price, now is their time to strike. Maxi Doge is just a degen meme coin made for the meme coins, offering utility like staking, contests, and partner events. This one's just a fun spin on Dogecoin. And I think this one actually has the potential to do something absolutely massive, especially when the memes start pumping again. I think projects like Maxi Doge are going to be the true rippers, right? They have a growing community on X. They're doing everything right. And once the markets recover, I think this one could be a fantastic play. That's why if you're interested in loading up, you can buy directly from the website, which I'm leaving in the description box below. And the second pre-sale, or the third pre-sale of the video, and last one, is Pepe Node. Pepe Node is a mine to earn meme coin. Pepe Node lets you build your own virtual meme coin mining rig where you can buy nodes, build servers, and combine nodes for huge bonuses. In 21 hours, they're set for the next price increase, raising over $2 million in market situations like this. It's a complete virtual meme coin mining machine with no computing power required. This is the kind of opportunities you want to jump into, that they're new, they're innovative, and they're relatively low risk because you're able to buy in the pre-sale and you're able to get in before these price hikes. So when the project does go up and it does go live, you're already in a guaranteed profit. Now, guys, this was a shorter stream than usual. I just wanted to get a quick one out there because the market was crashing. I didn't have a lot planned for this one, but I hope you guys enjoyed the show. For everyone watching the replay, let me know if you enjoyed these streams and make sure you tune into the next one. Now, guys, remember, like always, none of this is financial advice. Always do your own research and due diligence before investing any crypto in any of the crypto we cover on this channel. As I'm not a financial advisor, therefore none of this is financial advice. Again, guys, we're doing multiple streams a week, 2 to 3 streams. So if you're interested in watching, hit the subscribe button down below, and I'll see you guys all in the next one. Until next time, it's your friend Umar. Peace. All right, ciao, guys. We'll see you.